Hi guys, this is Matt from Flying Willies. I often bring out videos about moving around in public. Today I've got a very serious video that I want to bring out to everybody. I am a participant of the NDIS and I can't mention names, so don't expect me to mention names. I have had a bit of bad luck with service providers over the last coming months. There have been quite serious issues that I've had, and one of them is around my personal care, and it's caused me a bit of pain and annoyance. So I just want to remind everyone that the main thing about the NDIS is about voice choice control. Now, we've all got voices, and for those people that need help to communicate, I'm sure that you've got people that can help you communicate your frustrations and your needs and everything like that. But unfortunately, there are carers out there that, while they don't mean to do a bad job, they may unintentionally hurt you just by maybe helping you with bathroom stuff and things like that. I'm very careful on how I put this, so you have to use your imagination. But I've had a situation where I was going to the bathroom with my urine bottle, and a particular carer hit me where no man wants to be hit, and I was made to bleed. There have been several issues over the last few years that I've had, and I have dealt with them and I've reported them. And really, I don't want to say it's been swept under the carpet, but I don't think it's been dealt with appropriately. I've actually stopped paying some of my service providers or moved them on because of the lack of care, the lack of interest in my voice. When I've reported stuff, they've gone, oh yeah, we'll do it, but they never do it. They never take action to the level that I believe it should have been taken to. Now, I'm a strong person and I don't like causing waves, and I'm a go easy kind of guy where I go, okay, for example, I had a carer get my head stuck under my railing on my bed, and it was not intentional, folks. It was a pure accident. It did cause me a lot of pain, but I knew that it was non-intentional. I just kind of went, ouch, ow, because it did hurt, and moved on. I'm a pretty good judge of character. I'm pretty good at keeping the same team for a fair while. I'm pretty good at working truth and two sides of the story and getting to the bottom of the issues. And I will admit, I am one of the lucky people because I've got a great independent team now, so I'm no longer with any agencies. I'm with an independent team, and I've got a great person called Hannah Turner, who is one of the most experienced causers that I've come across. And I've been lucky to have one or two experienced causers, but they've been very few and far between. And you know, I'm not saying to go off at your staff when an incident happens. I'm saying you've got to be able to make the decision whether it is just a slip up or it is something more sinister. Now, I know it's scary to speak up. I don't like speaking up. I often will choose Hannah or my mum or one of my trusted staff members that I do have a lot of belief in and a lot of tie with, and I run my questions by Hannah, my mum, and maybe one or two carers that have been with me the longest. So guys, all this video is about using your voice and using choice and using control. Voice, choice, control. Remember, that is very important. Also, just on the other side of this coin, there are very good carers out there, and us as participants need to realise what a good carer is and what a very good carer can bring to your team. We can't immediately go, oh, they're not that good, because each carer in my team has their own strengths and weaknesses. So, where I've got a guy called Mr. Ed, who's very good at my video editing and stuff, and then I've got Mrs. J, who's very good at helping me order stuff like, supplies and, whatever I need. And then I've got the outside team that are really good at taking me to concerts and stuff. The beauty for me at the moment is all my team at the moment can easily slot in and out of their positions, and the beauty about me having an independent team is that I'm finally getting the team that matches what I need to have a good life and what I need to get around and do stuff like for flying wheelies and my work with Prodigy and stuff like that. Now, I'm not saying there are no points to agencies, but that is up to each individual participant. I'm quite happy to be sailing along under no agency at the moment. I will say this though very quickly. I have left agencies before and done self-managed, and it hasn't worked 100%. This time round, however, it has worked a lot better, and I feel more confident with my independent team and the way it's ran. And that's all because we communicate. We don't hide anything from each other. If someone wants holidays, I am not involved in the decision of them putting their leave in, but I am told that this person is taking this time off, and I've learnt to let the team do their stuff, and for me not to have to worry about what's going on with the roster. And you're not all going to match with your carers, but as I said, all my team have their strengths that I can work with, and I try and be as open and honest with them as I can. And Easter is coming up, so I want to wish everyone a good Easter, but I'm going down to Wiseman's Ferry on Good Friday. So with the team that I've got, I've been able to say to the person taking over from the day person, we'll call you on our return, on our way back from the river, so I don't have to rush away from my family. Also, you've got to think of funding, because I'm only running on what funding I've got. Everyone's funding is different. But also, we have a responsibility to make sure carers are doing their due diligence in looking after themselves. If they're getting a niggle in their back, they should be the ones to say, "Oh, my back's not so good." And if I ask them to not step away from the role, but go to wider duties, it's only so I can keep them on my team. Recently, I was trying to tell one of my carers to step back a bit and let someone else get me out of bed, and he could do the rest of his day shift. This person was, for the lack of a better word, a pusher-througher, and he is currently off with a sore back. And even this person admitted if he listened to what I was telling him, he may not be in the position he's in. I would always have room to invite good workers back, but it's got to be worthwhile for them, and it's got to be a good fit still. So as I run an independent team, I have to make a lot of hard calls that I'm not comfortable with. Like, if I say to someone, "I've got to let you go," well, I've got good reason for it, and there's been a lot of thought behind it, and it's not me making the decision, it's me talking to my cause, or to my mum, or to someone that I trust to make sure that my judgment is right. All my major calls that I've done have been on the money. I've just got to learn to trust my gut. And I just want people to realise that we have the power, in a sense, because we have the money behind us to employ these people. Yes, they work for the NDIS. Yes, they're carers. Yes, they've been in the job for ages. But we have the power to say with good cause that you are no longer working out. And I say again, it has to be good cause. You can't just say, "Oh, well, this person's done this wrong, one strike, you're out." No. You've got to be honest, and you've got to look at the situation and to see whether you're being too strict, or whether they're being a bit too strict, or whether you both need to loosen up. That's all I'm going to say, because I know I haven't given much away, and I can't because of different things going on for me. But all I wanted people to know is use your voice, use your control, and if it is that bad, go to places like the Safeguard Commission, the Royal Commission. Report it to your planner, report it to your cause, report it to your, the service provider. If they don't listen, then, and I'm really bad at this, note it down. And I know that's hard to do, but I've started doing video diaries because I can't write things down. Not only does a video diary help me get my frustration out, it's a record of what actually happened. And I can do those video recordings from my phone, from my computer. I've always said that Flying Willies sits on the fence, and I hope you can see from this video that I'm literally sitting on the fence with this one. We've got to remember, we're all human. We make mistakes. Some mistakes have to be dealt with, and things have to be put in place so it doesn't happen again. I just want people to realise that voice choice control is your power, and even if it gets down to it, this is a long way down the track, people. You can't do it from the beginning. you've got to have a few incidents happen to even talk to the agency or the staff member if you're plan managed or self-managed. You can pull their funding if it's warranted. That isn't a big decision to make. That's not a light decision I've made. I have pulled funding twice in my life and I've had good reason. And I might be doing it again down the track. So I hope this gives everyone else in the NDIS world, disability world, whatever you want to call it, the encouragement to stop bad things from happening for you or for a friend. And you know what? Talk about to your friends what's going on for you. If they're different, ask them. It's like saying, are you okay? And you know, this is more important than are you okay in a way. It's people's lives that are being entrusted with carers. And you know, I love to keep my carers healthy and fit, because if they get injured, then I've got to go through all the hassle of finding new carers. And that's what I hate. And you know, once again, I've got to say thank you to my independent team, thank you to my mum, thank you to Hannah, thank you to my planner inside the NDIS, because, you know, it's a big job to run something like the NDIS. But there are, it's gone a long way for the better, but it could go even further, I think. So I hope this has given everyone the encouragement to go, hang on, this is not right. Maybe I should speak up. Thanks guys, talk to you later.